Hi, I'm Nat Thompson, your fractional CTO with practical advice on getting your vision for a mobile app, a SaaS solution, or any other technology product to market. Today, I want to talk about why developer estimates oftentimes result in sticker shock when they're presented to a startup founder. And it's typically for three reasons. First reason, most development agencies know that requirements will change throughout the course of development. And because they don't necessarily have a good change management process, instead they inflate their initial estimate with a buffer for requirements changes so that during the development process they can just say, yes, we can make that happen, instead of going back to the founder to say, well, that was not what we initially planned for. To do that, we would have to add this additional cost and this additional time to the project. A better approach is to have a change management process well identified and agreed upon between the two parties so that when a change is material to the original vision, the founder can make a good decision on, well, do I really need this or should I stick with what I thought of originally? The second reason that development costs are so high from the beginning is typically the scope is too large. Instead of a minimally viable product, the quote is for the entire vision that the founder has for the product at the start. That's typically a lot more complex and a lot more effort than an MVP would be, which is just getting a basic feature set to market so that consumers can test it, give their feedback on what they like, what they don't like, what they don't even use from the feature set. So paring down the vision of the original application to a small set of features that can go to market and be a practical mechanism to get real feedback really will drop the price tag of development. And then you can build onto that from user feedback where you may not even have thought of a feature that a user would be looking for, but really desires in the product. So you can focus on delivering value to those consumers without spending a huge budget on development that may or may not be used. The third reason is that some development teams may be just looking to get as much profit out of their development estimate as they can. They typically will think that a founder may not have the technical expertise or experience that lets them understand what the pricing should be for the effort that's going on. So they inflate their prices as high as they think they can charge without losing the sale. So that's what I help teams or founders uh, do, is define an MVP, um, take the buffer out of estimates, and make sure that they're not getting just charged high prices because a team thinks they can get away with it. So, if you're interested in getting my CTO advice from my 28 years of experience, check out obsidianriver.com/CTO Lite. I charge $99 a month for unlimited email and text support. We'll go back and forth as many times as necessary to get you to a developer estimate that is fair, honest, and delivers the product you actually need to the marketplace so you can get the feedback that makes your product succeed in the long term. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.